Hello, 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 my dear warriors. Welcome to the Unacademy NEET English channel. And this is your Back from the Basics, your NEET 2024 series for all the students who want to crack the NEET exam next year with an amazing score. I am pretty sure you're all geared up, and on YouTube, we are going to complete your NEET syllabus. We are going to make sure that you guys, excel in NEET 2024. So we are going to, launch something really cool for all of you. So right now it's time to clear all your basics. And yes, do not forget there is Avengers batch which is going to start next week. So in case you haven't enrolled yet into the Avengers batch, check the link which is there in the description box below. Use the code Avenger and get the course for 7,999 rupees. After tomorrow, I think the price will go up to 8,999 and then it will go up further. So use the early bird discount. All of us are going to train you and you are going to have a lot of fun, lot of learning, personal interaction, mock tests, assignments, notes, live classes with recordings, everything. Thank you very much. Hello Anushree, hello Anishka, hello Mamta, hello Kingfa, hello Jagan, Madan, welcome Vignesh, Vaishnavi, Inyan. Hello everyone. Nice to see all your comments and everybody waiting for the session to begin. So this session is for all the students who want to improve their calculation speed, who feel that they are somehow stuck for some or the other reason. I'm going to give you those tricks and tips, and these things you have to follow regularly. This is not for today. This is not for just tomorrow or 3 days. No. You have to promise that you're going to use these methods till you crack NEET. Promise me that. I want to see the word promise in the chats, or maybe if you're watching it as recorded, put it up in the comments. Good evening Harini, hello Best Ideas. And have you forgotten to smash the like button? Please do that right now. And also hit the subscribe button. Join the Telegram channel, link again in the description. Make sure you stay subscribed, press the bell icon, else you'll miss the notification. Any urgent notification, first our team will be there. Very good. So use these methods. Thank you for that promise. Let's start with the first trick of today's session, or the first method. See, not everything is a trick. Some things are methods which you might have not learned or you would have forgotten. So let's understand this ratio division. See, often you would have seen that in physics or in chemistry you have to divide something in the ratio of something is to something. Maybe currents are getting divided into the two branches of resistors, or the center of mass is at such a place where it divides the distance in the ratio of something is to something, or maybe there is a mass which breaks down into two parts in the ratio of 5:7, and how much is this, how much is that, right? Everybody would have come across this kind of thing. Definitely would have come across these kind of things, ratio division. So let's understand, is there a simple way of dividing things? So imagine, my dear students, okay, so whenever you have a ratio, okay, like say for example x is to y, and you want to divide this entire thing, let's say I call it as a, you want to divide this entire thing a in the ratio of x is to y, then what you do is, basically the first step is add these two numbers, the next step is divide a with x plus y, those many parts of a you will get. Then take the third step, x parts and y parts from that previous step. Now if you see like this, probably you will not understand. That is why I am going to show you a demo. Okay, so let's see a particular demo of how exactly we have to use this trick. Okay, example, I tell you, there is a distance d. I want to basically divide it in the ratio of 2:3. I want to divide it into the ratio of 2:3. Okay, fine. Now what I am going to do, first step, add the two numbers x plus y. That means add 2 and 3. So what is 2 plus 3, my dear students? Isn't it 5? Okay. Color is dim, is it? All right, for the previous one. Okay, maybe I'll rewrite it again. All right, so if I might do so like this. So the first step was add x and y. The second step was divide this a with, okay, with x plus y. So you will get those many number of parts. And the third step is use x number of parts and y number of parts of these things. Okay, so that is what the step is. All right. So coming back, the first step, I have added these two numbers. Now you divide this d, with 5 parts. Divide this d with 5 parts. So d by 5, d by 5, d by 5. Agree? So d by 5. So 5 parts will be there. Yes or no? Yes or no, guys? 5 parts. Okay, so divide it into 5 parts. Now take 2 parts of these and 3 parts of these. That's all. Take 2 parts of these and then take the remaining 3 parts of these. So what will this be? 2 parts of this means 2d by 5, 2d by 5, and 3 parts of this means 3d by 5. That's it. That is the answer. That is the answer. As simple as that. Understood? Let's take one more demo so that you understand it even better. Observe this question now. Let us say, for example, there is a distance of, or maybe there is a current of, or whatever, something like 20, okay, 20, and I want to divide it in the ratio of 1:4. I want to divide it in the ratio of 1:4. Example, how do I divide this in the ratio of 1:4? First thing, add these two numbers. So 1 plus 4, again by chance it is coming out to be 5. Don't get confused thinking that every time it is 5. No. Okay, so add 1 and 4, you will get 5. Everybody, very good. Now what you do, divide 20 with 5. How much is 20 by 5? 4, right? 20 by 5, we got the answer as 4. Everyone, now take one part. Now take one part of 4. 1 4s are how much? 4, and 4 parts of 4. So 4 into 4, which is basically 16. So your answer is 4 and 16. So this smaller part is 4, the bigger part is 16. Isn't it clear? Everybody understood? Everybody understood this? Give me a thumbs up. Let's take some more examples so that you guys, get mastery into this. Let's do one more example, all right? So imagine I tell you, this is where the center of mass is. This is where the center of mass is, and this mass is 2 kg and this mass is, let's say, 5 kg. Let's say the total distance is 14 meters, and I know center of mass divides the distance in inverse ratio of the masses. That is very, very important. This is something which is a property of center of mass. It divides the distance in the inverse ratio, of the masses. Meaning, observe, if I draw this distance of how much? 14 meters, it will divide it into 2 parts, which is inverse of the masses. So if this is 2 kg, this is 5 kg, 2:5, inverse of that means there will be 5:2. So the center of mass will divide it in the ratio of 5:2 because there is 2 here, 5 here. So inverse. So that is what it means, 5:2. So how will we divide 14 meters in the ratio of 5:2? We all know. First add these two numbers. What is 5 plus 2, my dear students? Isn't it 7? 5 plus 2 is 7. Next step, divide 14 with 7. Divide 14 with 7. How much is it? Isn't it 2? Okay. Once I get each part, which is 2, then take 5 parts of 2 each, which will just become 10, and then take how much? 2 parts of 2 meters each. So take 2 parts of 2 meters each. That's it. That is going to be 4. So the final answer will be 10 meters and 4 meters. So hence the center of mass, where will the center of mass be? 10 meters from here, and it will be basically 4 meters from here. I have not shown it accurately, guys. Understand that diagram looks as if this is small, this is big, ignore that. So I got the answer by just ratios. Understood? This is how you can solve problems of ratios. Very, very crucial. If you have got mastery into this, great. After solving this, every time, beat current problem, immediately you should be able to do it. Imagine there is a current of I, it is getting divided into two parts, and the ratio in which the current is getting divided is, let's say, 3:5. 3:5 ratio, that is the ratio, 3:5. 3:5, that is the ratio. Add 3 plus 5, how much is it? It is 8. So divide I with 8 parts. So I by 8. Then take 3 parts of I by 8. So this will be basically 3I by 8. Take 5 parts of this. So 5I by 8. That's it. That is the answer. This is the answer. 3I by 8 and 5I by 8. So easy, no? With practice, you will be able to do it even faster. Okay? Let's move on to the next trick. Are you guys all excited for the next trick, guys? The powers of 10. What is this powers of 10? This is something which you need to remember. What are those things which you need to remember? First is basically when you have 10 to the power minus 3, that is basically milli. That is basically milli. 10 to the power minus 6, guys, what is it called? Micro. Micro. The symbol for this is M. The symbol for this is that mu. Then you have 10 to the power minus 9. 10 to the power minus 9. What is it, guys? Is it pico? No, it is nano. You have nano. Okay, you will just use the symbol small n. And then you have 10 to the power minus 10 also. That is basically your Armstrong. And then you also have 10 to the power minus 12, which is basically your pico. And the symbol for that is small p. Small p. Okay, so these are the powers of 10 which you should note. Definitely these are negative powers, smaller values. Milli, micro is even smaller, pico, nano are even smaller. So these are the powers of 10 but negative wise. Similarly, you should also know the positive powers. Come on everybody, put it up in order. What is 10 to the power 3, what is 10 to the power 6, what is 10 to the power 9, what is 10 to the power 12. Okay, you start with 10 to the power 3, and this is easy because you might have talked about storage. Are this is a 10 KB file, are this is 200 MB video clip, are this is 2 GB movie, are I have a 2 TB hard disk. So there I think your mindset will be generally set. So 10 to the power 3 is basically kilo. So generally use the symbol K. Then 10 to the power 6 is basically mega. Right? Kilo, mega, giga. Yes. So generally use the symbol M. And then for 10 to the power 9, that is basically giga, and the symbol for that is basically G. And then 10 to the power 12, that is basically terabytes, kilobytes, megabytes, gigabytes, terabytes. Same way, guys. So use the symbol T. This is how it goes. Everybody understood? So you should know these powers of 10. There is no compromise on that in physics or be it in chemistry. Everybody should know this table. Put it up in your charts, put it up in your room, put it up on your desktop, put it up as a wallpaper. Don't put actress photo as wallpaper, guys. No, this should be your wallpaper. Yeah, don't put some random wallpaper of some sun, moon, star, actress. No. This should be your wallpaper. Very good, very good. Okay, moving on to the next one. Let's talk about the next property, and that is basically ignoring the powers of 10. This is the next trick. This is the next method which I am going to teach you. Imagine there is some complicated problem. And finally you have to multiply this number with this number. And these are the options. Forget what the question is. Just look at the final calculation. 2.3 10 to the power minus 11, 3 10 to the power 4. What this method tells you, if all the options have different kind of numbers, 5, 6.2, 6.9, 9, these are different numbers. Forget the powers of 10. Ignore the powers of 10. Just here also, ignore everywhere the powers of 10 and just multiply the normal numbers. What are the normal numbers? 3 and 2.3. Guys, what is 2.3 into 3? Even forget the decimal. Forget even the decimal. Don't have to take any powers of 10. 23 into 3, my dear students. What is it? Isn't it 69? Isn't it 69? Do you see 69 somewhere? Do you see 69 somewhere? Not 69 but 6.9. Yes. So I think this should be the answer. Let's check it out. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You don't have to sit and multiply and check whether the powers of 10 are matching or not. Okay, that is the job of the paper setter. That will automatically happen. You don't break your head over that. You forget the, don't see, 10 to the power minus 11, 10 to the power 4, minus 11 plus 4 means 10 to the power minus 7, or 10 to the power minus 1, decimal is matching. No, save your time. Just look at those numbers. It happens so many times with you that there is some number like 7.2 into 10 to the power minus 7 into 3.2 into 10 to the power 8 divided by 4.6 into 10 to the power minus 2 into I don't know 0.16 into 10 to the power minus 5, something like that. In those cases what you will do is just look at this, this, this and this. That's it. Forget the powers of 10, just see what you will get by multiplying or dividing. That's all. Let's take one more problem like this. 96 10 to the power minus 5, 4 10 to the power 9. Use my method and see if you are able to get it. Use my method and see if you are able to get the correct answer for this question, guys. Come on, my dear students. Figure this bit out. Come on, come on, come on. I want everybody to give the answer. Within few seconds, you should be able to give it. Within few seconds, you should be able to give it. Come on. What is the answer? I want everybody spamming the answer right away, right now. 96 10 to the power minus 5, 4 10 to the power 9. Yep, forget the powers. So what will you get then if you forget the powers? You just need to concentrate on 4 and 96. This is division symbol. Yep, so 96 divided by 4. How much is it? 96 divided by 4 is 24. Where is 24? Here. That's it. Yes, that is the correct answer. You don't even have to check the powers of 10. Forget it. Is that clear? Understood? Everybody give me a thumbs up, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. Come on, everybody smash the like button, hit the thumbs up button. Just let me know if everything is clear till this point. Can we move ahead? Very good, very good. So, next is manipulation and approximation technique. Next is manipulation and approximation technique. So, what is this basically? When you have some weird numbers, okay, fine, you cannot even ignore the powers of 10 so easily, but you can do some kind of an approximation, manipulate with those numbers. Don't have to sit and multiply 3, 1, 3, 4, 8, 5. If you do this, proper multiplication, it is going to cost you a lot of time. How do toppers save time? How do you take less time in physics? How do you use that time for better purposes? Look at this now. This is obviously bullshit. Don't use this, guys. Don't use this. Instead, what you do is 3.13, 4.85. Isn't 3.13 close to 3? I know it is not 3, but close to 3. Very good. 4.85. Isn't it close to 5? Isn't it close to 5? Very good. So, 3.13 into 4.85, isn't it like saying 3 into 5? Isn't it like saying 3 into 5? What is 3 into 5, guys? 15. It is basically 15. Now just check, is there a number very close to 15? Is there a number which is very close to 15? Check all the options. 14.05 very far away, 13.25 far away, 17.5 far away, 15.18 is the number closest to that. So I think the answer should be that. Exactly, it is 15.18. If you do it properly, multiplication, then also you will get the same answer, but that would be stupidity. That would be wastage of time. This approximation you should know how to do. Everybody with me? Understood? Clear? Let's move on to the next example. Same trick, but we are going to use manipulation and approximation. 79.2 and 3.9. Let's see if you are able to use this trick and solve the problem within seconds. Come on, guys, try this out. Even if you are watching this recorded live, whatever, does not matter. Come on, come on. Jagan, concentrate on the class. Okay, very good Kagya, very good Mamta, very good Tharle, very good Nikita. Keep it up, guys. Keep it going. Very good RR Sivarajan, very good Lekna, very good Sanchit. Come on, my dear students. 79.2 divided by 3.9. 79.2, what is it closest to? 3.9, what is it closest to? 79.2 is closest to 80. Okay, 3.9 is close to 4. So if I divide 80 with 4, what will I get, guys? Won't I get 20? So approximately the answer will be 20 or 19.9, close to that. Close to that. What will be the best option then? Isn't it 20.3? Yes, it is. Option B. I can see everybody messaging very quickly. Very good. Anusri, I think, was fast. Very good. Jagan was also fast. Very good. RR Sivaranjan, Inyan, Mamta, very good. Kavi, very good. Priya Paul, very good. Priyanka, Madan, Kagya, Harni, Sivaranjan, very good. Salambal, very good. Lekna, awesome, guys. Very good. So this is how you should use manipulation and approximation. Again, it saves you a lot of time. Now the next thing is for decimal multiplication. This is where most of the students face problem. You make a mistake in the decimal calculations. Although I have put up the points over here, which you can just take a screenshot of, I will explain you the process rather than reading through this. You can always pause the video. You can go through these points later on. I will just help you understand and apply these multiplication tricks with decimal. Imagine 0.06 and 3.1. Many times it happens, you get confused. What should be the answer? Should it be 1.86? Should it be 18.6? Should it be 0.186? Here is the trick. Forget the decimals, forget the powers of 10. Numbers are 6 and 3.1. Number is 6 and 31. That's it. Forget the decimal, forget the power of 10. 31 into 6. Now, sir, I don't even know how to do 31 into 6. Okay. Do you know 30 into 6? 30 into 6, 36 times, 3 6 times. What is 6 times, guys? 18. Basically, 30 into 6 will be 180. Everybody with me? So 30 into 6, right? Acha, that 1 is remaining. So what is 1 into 6? What is 1 into 6? 1 6 is 6. So add 180 to 6. So you will get 186. So I hope you understood what I did over here. It's basically nothing but, so 31 into 6. If I had to do, I will just do it as 30 plus 1 into 6, which is basically 30 into 6 plus 1 into 6, which is basically 180 plus 6, which is 186. So that is a simpler way of multiplication. Very good. Awesome. So this is the first thing. Once you get 186, just count the decimals. How many decimals here? 2 decimal places. How many decimal places here? 1 decimal place. 2 plus 1. How much is 2 plus 1? 3. So 3 decimal places, guys. So 1, 2, 3. So 0.186 will be the answer. Shift 3 decimal places. Why? Because there are 2 decimal places here and there is 1 decimal place here. So 2 plus 1 is 3. So that is why the answer is 0.186. Understood? Don't make a mistake again. I think these are some basic things which many students are actually scared to ask any physics teacher or chemistry teacher. And then you will be like, sir, what will teacher think? I don't even know this. But I am not that kind of a teacher, guys. I know what problems you face. I know there were problems for all of you or many of you in math subject, maybe even from 7th or 6th or even 8th, 9th, 10th standard. So it's okay. Let's address that elephant in that room. We cannot say, oh, I don't. No, sir, I know maths. I have passed 10th. No, let's not be so adamant. Let's not be so ignorant. Let's be humble. Let's be to the ground. And let's accept our flaws or faults and let's overcome them. Because only when you accept those faults will you be able to overcome them, will you be able to solve the problems faster. If you are good with calculations, decently also, you will start loving problems. Because in problem solving, one of the major hurdle is basically calculations, right? So, decimal and powers of 10, I think I just explained that to you. Now, going to the next part, convert decimal into fraction. This is also a very important trick which I would like to tell you guys. Look at this, like 16 into 0.25. You will be like, sir, I can do this 16 and 25, 25 times 16. Now see, immediately it will not click. What is 25 times 16? If I ask you, you don't know the table of 25. Probably you don't even know the table of 16. But if you remember certain decimal values as fraction, it is very useful. 0.25 What is 0.25? 0.25 is 1/4. 0.25, 0.25, 0.25, 0.25 is basically 1/4. 1/4, agreed? 1/4, correct? Now 16 into 1/4 is very easy because 4 goes with 16 4 times, hence the answer is 4. Hence the answer is 4. Isn't it simpler? So if a student sat and multiplied 16 into 25, very long procedure, correct? Instead convert 0.25 into fraction, very simple. Another example, 30 into 0.67. If you try to multiply 67 with 3, again decent amount of steps. I know it is not so lengthy, but at least few steps are there. Yes or no? Instead 0.67 is basically 2/3, correct? 0.33 is basically 1/3. 0.66666, which you can approximately say it is 0.67, is 2/3, yes or no? Correct? So 0.67, I write it as 2/3. Now it looks simple. 3 goes with 30 10 times. 10 2s are 20. 10 2s are 20. Wow. Crazy, no? 0.75 into 16. Again, if you sit and multiply 75 16 times, very long procedure, guys. Very long procedure. I don't want to do that. Instead, 0.75. 0.75 fraction wise, how much is it? 3/4. 3/4 of a number is 0.75. Agreed? 3/4 of a unity is basically 0.75. So 0.75, you write it as 3/4. 4 goes with 16 4 times. 4 3s are 12. Wow. How to convert into fraction? Very good, Priya Paul. Now you should know certain fractions. It comes via practice. If you do many problems, you will automatically remember it. Like for example, I know, I automatically remember all this. Like say for example, 0.25 is basically 1/4. 0.5 is basically half. Right? 0.75 is basically 3/4. Yes or no? Let's do some more. 0.2. How much is 0.2? It is 1/5. It is 1/5. How much is 0.4? It is basically 2/5. Right? Everybody with me? Similarly, what is 0.6? How much is 0.6? Come on guys, think about it. It will be 3/5. And how much is 0.8? It will be basically 4/5. I hope this is very clear. Similarly, my dear students, what is 1/3? 1/3 is basically 0.33. Similarly, what is 2/3? It is basically 0.67. Similarly, you can do some more things. You can remember a few more things, like what is 1/8? 1/8. Come on guys, just like 1/4, what is 1/8? It is basically 0.125. Very, very useful constant. Okay. Now you'll be like, sir, should I remember all these numbers? No, I don't think you need to remember all this. If you know if you know 0.2, you automatically know 0.4, 0.6, 0.8 because it will be 2 times, 3 times, 4 times of that. Okay. So with practice, you will remember all these fractions. Is that okay? Everyone with me? Everybody with me? Awesome. Awesome. Now there are some division tricks. Division tricks meaning divisibility test. Okay, you should know whether a number can be divided by a certain number. These are basic rules which you would have learned in 6th or 7th, but still I am repeating them for you, or I am keeping them on the slide. Whether if a number is even or ends with 2, 4, 6, 8 or 0, it will be divisible by 2, like 12, 14, 202, right, 768 or 900, all these are divisible by 2. To check whether it is divisible by 3, then the sum of the digits should be divisible by 3. Like 15, if you add 1 plus 5, it is 6. 6 is divisible by 3. So 15 is divisible by 3. Or for example, I take the numbers like say 79 out of random, 79. What is 7 plus 9? It is basically 16. 16 cannot be divided by 3. So 79 can't be divided by 3. Right? Same way for the number 4. If a number is divisible by 4, then understand the last 2 digits are divisible by 4. The last 2 digits are divisible by 4. For example, 142, 142. Just take the last two digits, which is 42. 42 is not divisible by 4, so 142 is also not divisible by 4. As simple as that. Then if a number is divisible by 5, then the last digit should be either 5 or 0. Like 25 is divisible by 5, 100 is divisible by 5, 207 last digit is not 0, not 5, so it is not divisible by 5. So those are the things I have put it up for other things also, like the number 6, the number 8, the number 9 and the number 10. You can go through it, definitely it will all make sense. Okay, that remaining part I think you can do it on your own. You can take a screenshot, guys, alright. You can take a screenshot of this and probably save it on your phone, and anyways I'll share the PDF with you also. Okay, squaring trick for digits ending with 5, like 75 square, right, or maybe 65 square or 25 square, 35 square. It's very simple. I think you might know it, maybe you forgot about it. So whenever you have to square it, what you need to do, remember, for example, I want to do 35 square. So 5 square is 25, so always put 25 here. The moment it ends with 5, the final answer of that square will also end with 25. Now 3, multiply it with the next number. What is the next number to 3? What is the next number to 3? 4. 3 4s are 12. So that's it. That's the answer. 1225. Take another example over here. 75. I want to square 75. 5 square is 25. 5 square is 25, right? 7, what is the next number? 8. So 7's next number is 8. 7 8s are 56. So 5625 is the answer. First two digits will be 25, then 7 8s are 56. That's it. As simple as that. Okay, everybody with me? Awesome. Now comes the critical part. These are some values, tables which I am going to give, whose printout you should put, or maybe you can write it in your hand only and put on your doors, or I don't know, on your charts, walls, whatever. These are values which you cannot afford to forget. Log 1 0, log 2 0.693, log 3 1.09, log 5 1.61, log 10 2.303. When I say ln, ln means log to the base e, natural logarithm. Log to the base e. These are the natural logs which you should know. Then e's value 2.718 and 1 by e, the reciprocal, is 0.37. You must know all these values will be used in pH calculations in chemistry also, and in physics generally log 2, log 3 is enough and log 10 is enough. Log 5 is rarely used, but still I am giving it to you. Okay, these are the values. Everybody understood? For NEET physics, NEET chemistry, only these many logs are enough, guys. You'll be like, sir, I don't know what is log 4. Arey bhai, think. Arey, log 4 is nothing but log of 2 square. So it is 2 log 2. I already know the value of log 2, which is 0.693. So you can directly find it out. You'll be like, sir, I don't know the value of log 6. Arey, think. Log 6 is basically log 3 into 2. So it is basically log of 3 plus log of 2. So you can use the rules of logarithms. You can use the rules of logarithms to find some other logs that can be used anytime. Hello Jai Surya, looks like everybody is clear. Very good, Priya Paul, Asrita, Mamta. Very good, very good. Now comes the main part, square, cubes, square roots. What to do for that? See, whenever we talk about squares, cubes, cube root, whatever, there are certain tables which you need to remember. I'll make a separate session for finding square roots of big numbers in an approximate manner later on. But let me tell you guys, whenever you want to find squares, cubes and cube roots, it's better to remember certain things as a tabular form. I want every NEET aspirant to remember the squares till 30. No compromise on that. No compromise on that. Definitely not. Okay, 1 square, 2 square, 3 square. Generally people know till 10. At least you know till 10. No, don't tell me, sir, I don't know till 10 also. Some of you might know till 15. No. Some of you might know till 20. No. You should know till 30. No compromise on that. This has to be stuck on your wall. Promise me that. Yes sir, I'm going to stick this on my wall. Yes sir, I'm going to make a chart and every day I'm going to make it as a ritual. Every day in the morning. 1 square, 1, 2 square, 2, 3 square, 9, like that. Then after 1, 2, 3 weeks, then randomly 22 square, randomly 14 square, randomly 5 square, randomly 26 square. So that is how you are going to train your brain. First do systematically, then go reverse, 30 square, 29 square, 28 square, like that. Then do randomly. 100% you change my name to anything else if you do not excel in calculations after following my entire session today. I will guarantee, I will write it on a paper and give it to you. After you follow all the things which I have given, there is no chance you will be bad at calculations. Okay, cubes. Now 30 cube not required guys, this I have put it up just for your reference. I feel you should at least remember it till maybe 10 cube. Till 10 cube is enough. Okay, this 11 cube and all is not required. I just given it to you. Okay, it is just there in the slide. I just want you to remember the cubes till 10. 1 cube, 1, 2 cube, 8, 3 cube, 27, 4 cube, 64, 5 cube, 125, 6 cube, 216 x. Okay, continue that. Is that fine? Only till 10 cube. That is what you are going to remember for NEET physics, NEET chemistry. Calculations are there only in that. Square roots. Square roots. How many square roots will you remember? Maximum 10, but recommended is 5. Recommended is 5. Even if you remember till 5, it's okay. But just in case, if you want to remember, remember it till 10. 1 root is 1, root 2 is 1.414, root 3 is 1.732, root 4 is obviously 2, root 5 is basically 2.3, so on and so forth. You have to remember this. Square roots. Now the last most important thing which you are going to remember. What is it guys? What is it? Thank you Praveen for watching it from Andhra. Oh, very good, very good. What is the last thing guys? The last thing is tables. Obviously, you cannot forget tables. Many of you might know tables till 10, hopefully. No, or just know the table of 1. Okay, legendary people are like, sir, I know the table of 1, sir. No. Guys, you have to come out of that legendary, ultra legendary mode and you have to remember tables till 12. No, 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 no. Till 20. Till what is Shreyas sir telling? Till 20. If you don't remember it till 20, then no use, guys. Till 20 at least you should remember. Now there are some constants also which have all of you in the PDF form. Again, you can remember it for physics as well as chemistry. Okay, these are some standard concepts: speed of light, Planck's constant, gravitational constant, Boltzmann constant, molar gas constant, Avogadro's number, charge of the electron, permeability, permittivity, Coulomb's constant, Faraday's constant, mass of electron, mass of proton, mass of neutron, atomic mass unit, Stephen Boltzmann constant, Rydberg's constant, Bohr's magneton, Bohr's radius, standard atmospheric pressure, and Wien's displacement constant. All these constants have been put over here. Okay, that's it. It seems like a lot. But trust me, within 1 month only, you will be like, sir, I can see some change. Make it a ritual every day, just like you do puja, less like you do pray to God. That's it. You make it a ritual. I am telling you, 100% calculation speed will increase. Initially, first 3 days will be very difficult. First day will also be very difficult. Be like, sir, I'm not able to remember, sir, table. I forgot, sir, what is 7 8s. I forgot what is 18 square. It's okay. See it. Say it 100 times, say it 2000 times, say it 1 lakh times. After 1-2 months, you will start seeing the difference. By the next year, when you write the NEET 2024 exam, you are going to see how confidently you are going to solve the problems. Trust me on that. Thank you very much for liking. Thank you for joining. And remember guys, in the description box below, there is a link for joining the Avengers batch. That Avenger batch, don't forget, because I'm going to teach in that, and there will be more such tips and tricks which I'm going to give only in that plus batch, which is your Avengers batch. So there will be so many tricks that I'll be giving you in this particular batch. I don't want you to miss this opportunity. So if you are a fresher going from 11th to 12th, or you're a dropper, second time, third time, 10th time. Today I got a message saying from one student, sir, I'm a 6th time dropper. So there are all kinds of students, guys. If you want to excel in the NEET exam, go down in the description box. There is a link for joining the Avenger batch starting 18th May. Classes will go on from 10th in the morning to 5 in the evening with sufficient breaks, 1.5 hours each, right? The course price is 7,999 after using the coupon code AVENGER, right? And the course will be completed in 6 months. So you will have 5 to 6 more months just purely for revision, which is again going to be taken care of. You'll have mock tests, you'll have notes, replays are also available in case you think you're going to miss some classes in the morning. That's perfectly fine. So I'm really waiting to see all of you in the Avengers batch. Link is in the description. You can see there is a pinned message also in the comments, maybe on the side or maybe at the bottom, where you can ask your doubts regarding Avenger batch. So make sure you fill that form right away right now, guys. Right away right now. Okay, very good. So many of you have already joined. Mamta has already joined. Rutam has already joined. Very good. 700 plus Revant. I can tell you, you can definitely get it. Definitely.